He said, pray as you see me pray. Utter these words that you hear me say. Based on the Sunnah, worship Him, just follow Him.
Assalamu alaikum. New class coming to you every Monday and Wednesday, taught by Ustada Layla Nashiba, the Fiqh of Prayer. Every Monday and Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Inshallah, we'll see you there. Streaming on all major platforms. Channel Sunnahfollowers.
The Maqasidic Tafsir.
Where should I begin when I'm starting at the end? Pursuing the higher aim, learning the meaning of every page. Where should I begin when I'm starting at the end?
Assalamu alaikum. Sunnahfollowers presents a new class, the Maqasidic Tafsir, being taught and brought to you by Ustada Layla Nashiba. Please stay tuned, streaming on all major platforms, right here on Channel Sunnahfollowers.
You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah by your side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. You will make it through. The fitra is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through.
Alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala wa rasulallah. I want to welcome everybody to our series, the Maqasidic Tafsir. The Maqasidic Tafsir, and this is the book that we're studying from. It's another one of the masterpieces put together by Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid. May Allah bless him and may Allah forgive him of his sins. Ameen, 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 ameen. For those of you who have not yet purchased this book, you need to get over to Amazon and get a copy of this book. And also, while you're picking up a copy of this book, and this book is on sale for $18.90. I say on sale because normally it's $19.90. So you're saving a couple of dollars, $1. So every little bit adds up. And while you're purchasing this book, please make sure to also get a copy of Know Your Lord. Know Your Lord. That's the book that we're studying from in the Aqidah class. That's also written by Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid. Okay, Know Your Lord and the Maqasidic Tafsir. These two books should be a part of every Muslim's library. If you don't have it as part of your library, you're missing out on some really good basic knowledge of Islam that you need to know. So please head over there and pick up a copy of both of these books, inshallah. And so today for this class, I'm not going to keep you guys long, I know, because I'm kind of late starting, and I apologize for that. Girl got to do what a girl got to do. Hello, what can I say? But anyway, I'm here, alhamdulillah. And let's get right into it. Let me put the PowerPoint up. And by the way, I did post up. Oh, wait a minute. See? Mouse. What is it? Did it die or what? I need a new battery. Or Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I guess it was off. By the way, I did post up the pages that we will be discussing tonight. We'll be covering pages 77 to 79 of the book. Let me set it up so I can share it with you. Just wish I could get rid of this Zoom thing right here. Okay, so pages 77 through 79 is what we're going to be covering tonight. And it speaks about the circumstances around the revelation. You know, one of the things that as students, you always hear me say, I'm always a stickler on how, in order to effectively explain this religion to others, you have to have knowledge of the history of the religion. The history of the religion, and the history of the religion is only foretold through the hadiths. The hadiths. Because Allah didn't just send a verse down. There are several verses of the Quran that Allah did reveal that were revealed without incident. But the rest of the verses of the Quran are revealed as a result of something that happened. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, the last time we met for this class, we talked about the importance of hold on, let me make sure this ain't one of my Rumble people. And it is. Hold on. Let me see what's going on Rumble. Ban somebody? Okay, hold on. All right, let me see what's happening on Rumble. Somebody said I need to ban someone. I'll ban you later because right now I can't log on it because I'm on the phone and I don't know how to work the phone controls. I'll get to Rumble in a second. Somebody on Rumble acting stupid. Okay, but anyway, we talked about the last time we met. We spoke about how the interpreters of the Quran. We talked about the different techniques they use, the analytical approach, the scientific approach, the vocabulary or linguistic approach. And we also spoke about how in order to unlock the treasures of the Quran, the interpreter also must have knowledge, a certain type of knowledge of which of the following. Is it knowledge of the seerah or the story or the life of the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Or is it worldly knowledge of science, how science impacts the world? Or is it knowledge of society? Which of those following three must the interpreter of the Quran have knowledge of to truly unlock the treasures of the Quran? What do you guys think?
It's the seerah. He has to know the history.
Exactly. MashaAllah. Good job. The seerah. The seerah, the life of the Prophet Muhammad. Seerah means the story of, the autobiography of, the story of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because learning about his story, that's the history. That's the history of Islam. And again, that knowledge is gained through the hadiths. Because what is the meaning of the Arabic word hadith? Hadith means what the Prophet Muhammad said and what the Prophet Muhammad did, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in order to unlock the treasures of the Quran, you have to know the history of our Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What about this? We also spoke about how there are two theories that some people who call themselves scholars have. We talked about the Tawqifi theory. The Tawqifi theory. Now, I know my car is not good. We'll talk about it later. Tawqifi. The Tawqifi theory, which asserts that the current order of the written Quran is a result of Allah's instruction and cannot be changed or rearranged. Is that the Tawqifi theory? When we say that the order that the Quran is in today, and this order is speaking about not so much the chapters, it's talking about the way the verses of each chapter were put together. The Tawqifi theory asserts that the current order of the written Quran is a result of Allah's instruction, and it cannot be changed or rearranged. Is that statement true or false? Is that the Tawqifi theory?
Yes, true.
Yes, good job, Mina. That is true. That's the Tawqifi theory. Tawqifi theory, not Tawqi. Don't tell me Qui. I got the Arabs in here. I always want to be the smarty pants. Tawqifi. She's trying to type it for me. Tawqifi. Whatever. It asserts that the current order of the Quran is a result of Allah's instruction and cannot be changed or rearranged. This is true. And then we spoke about another theory. Is it this one? Is it the Ijtihad theory? The Ijtihad theory understands that the current order of the Quran is a result of scholarly deliberation and deduction. And since it's a result of that, they say that the order can be changed depending on different standards we have as humans and different abilities. Is that the correct theory? The Ijtihad theory, true or false? I told you.
True as well.
Good job. This is true. That's the Ijtihad theory. And you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that believe that we can change the order of the Quran based on society, based on the standards we're living by today and all of that. So those are the two what happened? Those are the two theories that we spoke about the last time that we met. Tawqifi. She typed here Tawqi. I can tell where you're from. You Moroccan? Tawqifi. That's Moroccan. Okay, so now let's go to the next question. Which of the following assures that the sanctity of the speech of Allah, which of the following assures the sanctity of Allah's words and provides the higher aim-based interpretation of the Quran? Is it the Ijtihadi theory or the Tawqifi theory? Which one? Exactly. Exactly. That's the correct answer. The Tawqifi, the sister here, she says, I am an Arabic teacher. It's tall. She spelled it out. Tawqifi. Tawqifi. And that is the correct answer. She said we pronounced it right. Tawqifi. Now, I bet you when I ask Dr. Asim, I'm going to get a different answer. He's going to tell me to take that qui out.
Whenever you're ready. Okay.
Who is that, y'all? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. What? It's like Dr. Asim heard me. My phone popped open. I keep telling him to do those Quran Tajweed classes again. Okay, so this is the correct one. Tawqifi. This allows the words of Allah, the interpreter, to take the words of Allah and help you to reach the higher based interpretation of the meaning of what Allah is saying with the validated science. So that's what we spoke about yesterday. The last time we met this class, 2 days ago. Now, today we're going to take it further. Not only must we accept the fact that the Quran are the words of Allah. It's not The creation of Allah. Oh, wow. Look at the Moroccan sister. Wow. Y'all see that? She said it is the creation. I'm sorry, sister. I definitely won't say tall quifi. Nope. The Quran is not the creation of Allah. As this sister, what is your name? Mira? As Sister Mira is saying, it's not the creation of Allah. We already established that. The Quran is the words of Allah. It's the speech of Allah. Allah sent his words down to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam through the angel Jibril, and sometimes through dreams. They're the words of Allah. They are not the creation. So, Sister Mira, thank you, but no thank you. I'm getting ready to mute you because I don't need you to confuse my new shahadas here. May Allah bless you and talk quifi. Okay, let me mute her. Okay, whoa, wow. Okay, so since the Quran are the words of Allah, guys, in order to really understand the meaning of a verse, as we talked about before, we have to also know the events or the reasons which preceded the revelation of the verse. And this is called asbab and nuzi. No, and nuzul. Asbab and nuzul. When you hear that term, it refers to the events or the circumstances or the reasons, what happened, who, what, where, when, why, to cause Allah to say what he said. Just like even with the hadith, when we study the hadith, the same thing. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, something happened to make him say what he said or do what he did. So it's important for the interpreter of the verse to know who, what, where, when, why, and how. So this is a field of study. Remember, Sheikh Saud talked about how today's so-called scholars are scholars of a specific field, okay? Maybe you are a scholar of finance. You study finance. Maybe you are a scholar of Islamic law. Maybe this brother is a scholar of a science of the Quran. Maybe this brother is a scholar of the science of hadith. Maybe this brother is a scholar of something else. So, there's a field of study that deals with, specializes in the literature that's devoted to relating the circumstances behind Allah sending down a particular verse or even a particular hadith when it happened. And not only can these be events that happened during the time of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but also the revelation also descended from Allah after somebody asked the Prophet a question. Remember, we talked about that. For example, when a person came and asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about paradise, the Prophet would get silent. And then he would look out in space or look out in the distance. Sweat would come down from his head, and then he'd give the answer. So all of this goes into figuring out who, what, where, when, why, and how. So this form of study, it presents to the higher aim-based interpreter a deep portrayal behind the revelation of a particular verse of the Quran, or a deep portrayal of what happened behind a particular chapter of the Quran. And in turn, we can use those events as a role model to solve whatever problems that we're having today. And that's what's meant by aiming high. The Quran is a way to aim high, to help deal with any situations that you are occurring in your personal life. Look at the events behind a verse, and you can use that to help you handle whatever you're dealing with in your real life. So wisdom learned from the revelation has relevance to the pursuit of the higher aim of the Quran, and the application of those aims to the present times makes the Quranic text dynamic in our lives. That's why you need to learn the meaning of the Quran. You don't sit there and just read, learn how to memorize. A lot of my students here, most of my students are Somali. Most of the people in my Zoom room, these young girls, they have memorized the Quran by heart. They can recite that Quran like it ain't nobody's business. Okay, but like I tell them, you have to know the meaning behind those verses too. Because without knowing the meaning behind the words of Allah, the Quran is not going to help you. You'll be just like that companion who came to the Prophet. He said, "Oh, Prophet of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I read the Quran, but it does nothing to my heart." And that's when the Prophet said, because there's your faith. Your faith is not embedded itself in your heart. Okay? That's why you see a lot of these Quran reciters, like Brother Edward was asking me, why is it that the Quran reciters, so many of them don't have beards? Or they smoking a cigarette or a hookah pipe. There you go. All they've done is memorized words, but they have no understanding behind what they've memorized. So that brings us to the next question that people may ask. When did this process of who, what, where, when, how, when did this process of encoding or looking for at the events occur? Well, it became a tool when the scholars of Tafsir identified certain key words in the Quran, which referred to a hadith. Like I tell you, the hadiths are the explanation of the Quran. So they would look up key words in a verse and say, wait a minute, there's a hadith addressing this. These key words are reasons as to why that verse was revealed. And so the person that narrated the hadith would state that such and such happened. And because it happened, Allah sent down such and such. For example, I've been using the example of stomping your feet. It has nothing to do with high heel shoes. The women used to go into the marketplace and put bangles on their ankles. And to get the attention of the men, they would stomp their feet to make the bangles jingle, jingle. Because that's the way women were treated before Islam. Before Islam, as our mother, Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, tells us, women weren't acknowledged. A woman basically had to become a public spectacle to even get seen at the marketplace, to get waited upon. They would disregard the women unless the woman made herself a public spectacle. So that's why Allah sent those verses down saying, oh, you women who believe, do not stomp your feet to get attention like you used to do before Islam. So it has nothing to do with wearing high heel shoes. It has to do with becoming a public spectacle, to be noticed, to be seen. So that's how this tool developed. They would look up a keyword like stomp your feet. What did Allah mean by this? What you mean stomp my feet? Oh, there's a hadith on that. Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, and that's how this developed. Another means of identifying events is to refer to a hadith that isn't related to just one particular verse. And this will allow for more than one application of that verse. because it can refer to the revelation of another verse of the Quran with the same characteristics but different meanings. Okay? And there's many examples of that too. So the language used in this type of example may be such and such purpose is one of the things included in the overall purpose of this verse. Or the revelation of this verse includes such and such application. So either way, as you guys can see, both ways always refer back to the hadith. They refer to the hadith. By the way, just to make a comment to my beautiful Sheikh Saud, if you ever see me on video drinking and it looks like I'm using my left hand, I'm going to tell you, it's not my left hand. It's called mirror. A lot of times when we doing a streaming program, we have to mirror my appearance. I made sure I mirrored it today so he didn't think I'm one of them people drinking with my left hand. If you don't put the tick mark in the box that says mirror, my right will be your left. Your left will be my right. But I mirrored it. Do y'all see my right hand here? Do y'all see a right hand, Fresno? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Left.
I put it on, oh, does it say left?
Look.
Is this on your computer? Is this your left or your right?
It's my left.
Okay, well, it's not mirrored on Zoom. But on the people on YouTube, is this the right hand?
On YouTube, it's the right.
Okay, good. So now that's an example. So a lot of times if y'all see a person drinking with their left hand, don't assume they are. It depends on the streaming program. Because if you don't have a tick mark in the mirror, I got it on this stream, but I don't have it in Zoom. In Zoom, it looks like I'm using my left hand. But I'm using my right because I got the tick in here. So be careful with that, bro. I said, maybe talk about me. I got to make sure I mirror it. But if I mirror it here, I can't mirror it there with you guys. So, okay. But I just wanted to make that point. But alhamdulillah, so either way, either one of these techniques, guys, it all is based on hadith. Okay? Now, take a look at this verse of the Quran. Oh, God, I can't read it. Okay, Allah says in the interpretation, the meaning, it is He who has sent down to you, O Muhammad, the book. In it are verses that are precise. They are the foundation of the book, and others are unspecified. As for those in whose hearts is deviation from truth, they will follow that of it which is unspecific, seeking discord and seeking an interpretation suitable to them. Doesn't that sound like today? And no one knows its true interpretation except Allah. But for those who are firm in knowledge, they say, we believe in it. All of it is from our Lord, and no one will be reminded except those of understanding. So here we can see in this verse here, this verse lets it be known. This verse is the foundation for the subject of distinguishing who are the people that truly accept Islam in its totality and those who pick and choose. And also, it classifies the Quranic verses to be in two different categories. Number one, al-muhkam. This refers to the verses that are clear with known, accurate explanations. And then the second type, well, let me talk about this type. In this type, the truth is distinct from falsehood, and the straight path is separate from the wrong way. In other words, you can't make no mistake. You can't take this verse of the Quran and twist it around to mean something. Allah says, for example, Intoxicants of all kinds are forbidden. It means exactly what it says. Anything that is an intoxicant is forbidden. You can't, it's clear. Okay? You can't mess with that meaning. But the other type of verses are called El Mutashabih. And these verses have a general and a particular meaning. The general meaning refers to a conceptual similarity to one or other verses of the Quran that carry commands that confirm one another. We must not, I repeat, we must not act on these type of verses based on our own reasoning. Okay? We must believe that they come from Allah. And we may ask a scholar who is capable of explaining them to us. But we can't sit there and think that, oh, I'm going to give my own interpretation of this. And this is a problem that a lot of Muslims are doing today. Okay? Another science that the higher aimed interpreter needs is the ability to develop the skill to identify if the Mecca or the Madini verses apply. Was this revealed in Mecca or was this revealed in Medina? You've heard Dr. Dramali speak about that in his class. Knowing the place, the time, and circumstances of the revelation will guide us in our understanding. So not only must we know who, what, where, when, how, but we have to know the time, the place, and circumstances too. Remember, we talked about it. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam spent his time in Mecca, that was nurturing, developing the belief system of the Muslims. It wasn't until they went to Medina that Allah started sending down the laws, the hukam, the rules, and all of that stuff. Okay? So this is what I wanted to speak about today. I want y'all to remember, bottom line, if I were to summarize these pages, these 2 pages up, I would summarize them as follows. In order to effectively give the interpretation of a verse of the Quran, you have to know the history behind that verse. You have to know what happened, what events, what circumstances caused Allah to send that verse down. And the only way you're going to learn that is by identifying keywords that happen to match with hadiths addressing those keywords. And secondly, you have to know the period. Was this sent down during the Mecca time or the Medina time? And next time we meet for this class, which will be next week, I'm going to break down the difference between the time spent in Mecca and the time spent in Medina. So I tried to simplify these 2 pages for you guys. If there's some confusion or if it's not clear, go ahead and ask your questions now, inshallah. Go ahead. Is it clear to everybody? The new shahadas? Oh, really? Yeah, don't worry. Sabrine got a notebook too. She says she got such a big notebook from these few pages. Yeah, that's good. But you're answering the questions very well on the quiz, though. I'm proud of you. Yeah, you're getting all the answers right, so I can tell you're studying. Yeah. Any questions in the Zoom room? Mina, is it clear for you guys?
Yes, clear.
Fresno, is it clear for you too? I know you tired.
Girl, you don't tired as clear as mud.
Girl, I can tell when Fresno tired because she don't argue back with me. When I tease her, usually when I tease her, she got something smart to say, not Sheba. But not today. She was like, So I can tell Fresno tired. Everybody
Girl,
clear.
I make me some bean soup The only thing missing is my mama's homemade bread. I just didn't feel like making none. But it's going down right about now.
Oh my God. Now you got, maybe I'll pause my subscription. I mean, every time I hear about a recipe y'all doing, y'all got, now maybe I'll put my subscription on pause for a week and make me some bean soup. It is soup time of year, ain't it?
Girl, I had me my taste was on it so hard that I just had to make me something today.
And I've been really melancholy. I mean, I feel so, y'all don't know. I feel like I want to get in my bed, put my head in my blankets and just hide from the world. I feel so melancholy. A nice bowl of soup. Like the prophet said, when you're feeling bad, make a bowl of soup. It'll make you feel good. Maybe I need to pause my subscription and make me a big pot of homemade vegetable soup, and I'll put my chunks of beef in it, maybe some lamb stew. Hello, let's get real. I ain't had no lamb in a while. Maybe I'll make some lamb stew, homemade. I can make some lamb stew. Oh yeah, Bedouin. That Bedouin in me, I can do the lamb. Just can't do nothing else. Maybe that'd make me feel better. And then I'd make me some of Latifah's cornbread. Latifah told me how to make cornbread back in the summer. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Put some sugar in it. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Is it? Tomorrow is Friday. I forgot. Yeah, that's the Q&A. Boy, I'm so melancholy feeling.
So you ain't doing the convert, huh?
Well, I'm gonna do it next week, inshallah. Geechee has to send me the advertisement. When she sends me the advertisement, I'll advertise it and then I'll do it. Yeah. But we got oh, wait a minute, we got the other brother tomorrow too. Yes. Oh, y'all see his yeah, Brother Yusef's hits are going up there. Yeah, Brother Yusef's class is tomorrow at 8:00.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, so you got my class at 6. The Know Your Lord class is at 6. Then you got Brother Yusef at 8, and then the Islam Q&A with me at 9:30. Oh, collard soup is good, Jamila. I had some of that. When I lived at Southern Ohio before I moved back home to Cleveland, when I was working, I worked with them country women. Girl, this woman made some collard soup. She said, Layla, I was thinking about you. I didn't put no pork in it. I used turkey necks. I said, what? Turkey. I said, tucker. She said, tuck it. Turkey necks. I said, oh, turkey? She said, yeah, turkey. I said, oh, she used turkey necks to season it. She said, I didn't put no hog in it. Ain't no ham hocks, no hog in here. And I said, collard soup, and it was really good. I love, anything green. I like collards and spinach, and I like that type of stuff anyway. I like vegetables. You made yours without the meat? Girl, I bet it was the bomb. Yeah, girl. You got me wanting some of Denise. Her name was Denise. Got me some of Denise's collard soup with turkey. Turkey. Mm-hmm. You want to know what the ugliest? I'm going to tell y'all. There are 2 of the most ugliest creatures I've ever seen in my life. When I lived in Southern Ohio, before I had to move back home, before I retired and came back home to Cleveland, I lived in Appalachia. I was only 4 miles from Kentucky. So I was in the foothills of Kentucky. Ku Klux Klan territory. Oh, yeah. I was with the Ku Klux Klan. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They didn't bother me, though. I'm a good intimidator. I had them scared of me. But anyway, I was scared of them. But 2 animals that I used to see all the time in Southern Ohio that were the most ugliest animals I've ever seen. Number one, a possum. Them creatures are ugly. You ever seen a possum, Fresno? Oh my God.
Girl, but one in my backyard. That's why I don't go out there right now. Yeah, they ugly.
They ugly. And
people eat possum in Louisiana.
I don't know how they can eat them nasty things. This one had babies hanging on it. It was the ugliest thing I ever seen. And then the second most ugliest creature.
Possum and coon.
No, the coon wasn't bad. The coons are cute. The second most ugly creature I ever had, and we got a bunch of them in Southern Ohio. Wild turkey. The turkeys run wild across the street. They the most ugliest. These turkeys are, and they brown, they ugly, and they scary. So those are and they out this time of year. The two ugliest creatures I've ever seen, a possum and the wild turkeys. It was disgusting. Them wild turkeys, that's how they sound. I'm like, ow! So what is that? And they run across the street. And I'm like, people, they go hunting. The Klansmen, y'all know, the Ku Klux Klansmen, they hunt them. They hunt wild turkey. They would come to work and say, going hunting today. I said, what they talking about? Going hunting today. Going hunt wild turkey. They going hunting for wild turkey. They go out there and hunt them wild, ugly turkeys. They used to hunt possum too. Go hunt some possum. I don't miss the wild turkeys and I don't miss the possums. What they doing in your backyard, Fresno? What you got out there that they eat?
Girl, I don't know. I know it's gonna stop me from going out there.
They come out at night too, you know.
Girl, be quiet, Layla.
They come out at night. You know, the gins come out at night. Oh, scary. All right. They got in your attic. Oh my God, Fresno. Sakina said the possums got in her attic and tore up her air ducts. Girl,
oh my God.
What the heck were they doing in your attic, Sakina?
What were they doing in her attic?
How the hell they can climb? They know how to climb?
Girl, oh my God, that's like a rat in your house. Oh my God.
They big ugly ones.
Oh my God.
The noses too. Their noses are pointed out like this. Oh. Well, being back here in Cleveland, all we got is a bunch of wild deer where Latifah live, not where I am. You know, we got the hood deer. The hood deer where Latifah lives out there in the hood, they just sit in the street. And they'll look at you. They got antlers. And you blow your horn from
the street like what you look.
Yeah, because they like, you keep it moving. And then where I live, we got the coyotes. Oh my God. All I hear is coyotes all night long. Oh, Sakina said they found an opening and began living up there.
Oh my God.
They was making babies. Oh, Sakina. They was making babies. Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Everybody can get a little piece but late. Oh, we on air. You hear me? Friends, I said everybody can get a taste but Layla. That's embarrassing. I can't believe I said that. Everybody can get a little taste but Layla. Did you hear what I said, Sabrina?
Because I was thinking about that. Oh, wait a minute. This is September, huh?
Girl, you ain't had no taste either, so go sit down somewhere.
Y'all the tasteless crew.
31 years.
Oh my God, and she bragging on it. You said she in there with y'all too. Doggone.
Y'all some crazy old women. That's all right. 25 here, so what's the difference? Hello. I got a taste of Starbucks, though.
31 years, but who counts?
Who is that putting their 2 cents in? Anissa, how you feeling now?
Boy, have I had a day. Starting at 9 this morning, we had a primary care appointment, got our flu shot. We ate breakfast at McDonald's, just some, the egg and the cheese and whatever with no meat. I put my own sausage in there. So we had that for breakfast. We went to the doctor. She released my mother. She says, I'll see you in a year.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So your mother's doing good.
She's wonderful. Doing great. So I brought her back home. Thank Allah for that. Because my appointment was at 1:45 to have my eye surgery. So I went back, had my eye surgery. It took about 2 hours.
They took the cataracts out?
Huh?
Was this cataracts or glaucoma?
No, this was to clear up whatever it was that was kind of fogging the lens a little bit.
You hear that,
So
Jamila?
Yeah.
She had her surgery on her eyes.
Huh?
So they gave it to you and sent you back home? What it looked like? Is it?
Oh, yeah, I drove and everything. He
Oh.
just opened up he dilated my eye. And then for the surgery, he put something like a round hard something that kept the eye open. The problem is the machine wouldn't fit my chair for my height. So I had to stand. And I had to stand and stand still on my foot. So by the time I left there, my foot was tired, really tired. It felt like it was going to be just too big or something. I had 3 types of bandages on there. So when I got home, I could barely walk on it. I took the bandages off, and what happened, the bandages kind of squashed up a little bit in the shoe and put an impression right across the bottom of the big toe. So that's what was hurting. So I would kind of been home, and I went and got some African food, pepper soup. I kind of like to go. The pepper soup was too hot. And I gave my mom just something I had in the refrigerator to eat, which she enjoyed. And after that, I kind of like came in for 6 o'clock class. I missed it. I came in late. I've been sleeping ever since. I just woke
Girl,
up.
you had an active day. Are you still eating the fact that food from Factor?
And you know what, Layla? Don't get the shrimp if you haven't gotten it already. They just give you shrimp, and it's in like a little sauce. You don't get any rice, no potatoes, no nothing with it.
Oh, really?
I ate about 8 or 9 shrimp, and I gave my mom a couple yesterday. The rest I'm throwing away. I didn't like it.
Okay.
For the price, forget it.
Yeah, I didn't order the shrimp. I think, is that the one you had to pay extra for?
Huh?
That's the one you had to pay extra for?
Yes.
I didn't buy that one. I didn't get it because I didn't think it was worth the price either. But I did get the steak. You got the. I did get the steak.
Filet mignon, I got 2 of those.
How does it taste?
The whole steak.
But it's
And
good.
they gave something like mashed potatoes with it. That wasn't too bad.
Okay, good.
But they gave you whole carrots, and the carrots weren't tasty. It's like they just no butter, they just cooked some carrots, put a little bit of chive on them, and that was it. So they were one was kind of soft, one was kind of hard, and they left the little tails of the carrot on the carrot, so you couldn't eat that. I mean, I guess you could if you wanted to.
I didn't order that one. That's not. I ordered something that's a.
You waste your money.
I ordered a steak with
your own steak.
I ordered
your own steak at home.
Wait a minute! I ordered a steak with shrimp with spinach.
I didn't get the shrimp. If it has spinach on it, I don't know what that was.
That's a steak. That's what I ordered. I ordered a steak with spinach, cream spinach.
I ordered the steak. My steak came with mashed potatoes and carrots.
No, I didn't get that one. I got the one with the spinach because I love spinach.
Okay, I probably didn't see that one. Or they didn't have it.
You probably didn't see it. Yeah.
So I've already got food coming for next week, but I'm pretty much ready to stop.
I gotta cut my computer off.
Okay.
What's wrong?
My son just came and he finna do something on my computer.
Oh, he get ready to fix it, Tajideen. Okay, Assalamu alaikum, Tajideen. What's up?
He ain't got in there. He just called me and said he on the elevator.
Oh, okay. Assalamu alaikum, Sabrina.
Walaikum assalam.
Y'all know her son's a hip hop artist. Her son's like, he's a hip hop artist. He writes for Snoop Dogg. Or is it Snoop Dogg? Or what? It's Tupac Productions.
Oh, yeah, they told him.
Yeah, he's Tupac Productions. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so I figured you wasn't gonna like the food because you know how to cook. I love the food. The food I ate today something that was different and it was just so tasty. I love it. The food is perfect for me.
Yeah, that's great for you. Yeah. Now I'm probably gonna go another weekend to see what the food is like coming up.
But I'm gonna do like Fresno. Oh, walaikum salam, Sabrina. Yeah, I'm gonna do like Fresno and just suspend it for a couple of weeks so I can make me a big pot of soup.
Yeah, make you some soup, and I may do the same. You know, I may do something like that. But I mean, it was so nice to have the meals already there. So I still got 6 in the box in the refrigerator. I still got to eat them.
Yeah, I like all the ones I picked out this time because I just don't have to get them hot ones no more. But everything so far, and what I had yesterday, I don't know, it was some type of potato mashed up with chicken breast and it was cream sauce. Oh my God, it was delicious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll see. I don't know what I ordered for next week. I don't know. I have to look.
Yeah.
But I thought I could mix it up with something and a salad or something. But nah. It's not worth the money. Are they charging you like $19, $20-some, and then $90? Are they breaking it like that?
No, see what it is. I got the special. The first week that I ordered the food was $78. The second week was $50 because it was $100. I got $150 discount. But I elected for them to take them off each week because I'm on a set income.
Yeah,
and you pay weekly. So the first week was 78. The second week was like 64. Now next week will be 70. They did it like that for me, and it works out better because it makes it cheaper each week. But I am gonna suspend because I want some soup. Fresno got me wanting some soup.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm one of the people. When I hear y'all make something that I want, I'm gonna make. I got to have it.
Yeah.
But I figured you wasn't gonna like it because you know how to cook. Like I told my mother is not gonna like it because she knows how to cook too. It's good for a person like me that can't cook.
Yeah.
Because it's better than lean cuisine.
Yeah, no. And I do, boss. I do with the other dinners since I'm not dieting. Those dinners that are really good. What are they? We get the Salisbury steak
Stouffer's.
Yes, Stouffer's.
Yeah, that's what lean. They make lean. That's what lean cuisine is. It's Stouffer's.
Yeah. I do better.
But I'm sick of them. I'm sick of it. I done Stouffered out. After eating them for 20 years, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing else with Stouffer's. So this is perfect for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still live.
I got a whole bunch of that in my freezer.
Jamila said she makes do it for you. We still live. Let me get off of here. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute. Oh, look at this. Fresno. Sakina said that she heard them stinking possums moving around. She said she had to get the wildlife people to come and trap them.
Ooh. Yes, you do. I sold that house we had in New York. When we sold that house, we had squirrels in it.
These are possums.
Possums are worse.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
But they do come in and make babies and they make a mess. They poop and everything.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's why I got cats.
You got a house with any trees near your house, forget it. Cut those trees away. Because they climb on the tree limbs and come right, they eat into your attic. They eat right through the stuff.
That's why I got cats. They got to come through these big old cats I got. My cats will eat them, especially Karen. He likes to kill stuff.
Yeah. No, they ain't gonna fool with you because you're in an apartment. You got a roof here. They're not gonna bother you. Then again, they could get it. You don't have any.
No, some of these apartments do have, but I don't. Where I used to live, when I lived out in Appalachia, remember all my neighbors had problems with those what were they called? Chipmunks. No, them things that come in the house. Remember I asked you about them and they ugly too. Those things, they moles. Moles.
Oh, moles. I've never seen
Them
moles.
things would come up out of the ground and come in their house,
Yeah.
but I never had the problem because I got cats. In fact, they stopped coming in my whole building. Nobody in my building had the problem, but the other people did.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think over here where I live at now, they got a problem with squirrels and stuff, but like I said, I got cats, so they don't come in here. All right, guys, for those of you on YouTube, y'all got to hear what goes on behind the scenes here at Sunnahfollowers. The old ladies, y'all see, that's all they talk about, how they ain't had a taste and all that stuff. It woke Anissa up, Alex. Oh, let me get off here. Y'all got me acting bad on camera. Okay, Supana Kala Homo BMDka, a shadow on Laila Haila, enter stock little go out to Willie. Hey, Sabrina.